and I am delighted to be here with you today to present an overview of graduate and professional programs at the University of Iowa. So at the beginning of this presentation, we're going to go over three things. The first is how you would explore your areas of study. The second is to find your fit. And the third is to plan your application. So in terms of areas of study for postgraduate education, the University of Iowa offers more than 100 areas of study for graduate and professional students. So we are a comprehensive Research One institution that offers degrees in many different fields. And so these include master's and doctoral degree programs, as well as over 20 graduate certificates. And the link below leads you to our graduate college, which is subdivided into different fields where you can click on the various requirements for your different programs. What I would also say is that when you consult this website, and if you have questions about a particular program or the entrance requirements, the best thing to do is to contact the Director of Graduate Studies or the chair of the department so that you can book an appointment with them specifically to talk about your particular issues. So in terms of finding your fit, we would ask you to consider the following things as you explore programs. One is the degree requirements. Second is the courses offered. Third is the degree timeline. The fourth is faculty expertise in research areas. And fifth is your future degree plans. Now, I should say that most of the postgraduate students who come to the University of Iowa are pursuing doctoral degrees, about 80% of them. About 20 to 25% pursue master's degrees or Master of Fine Arts degrees. A doctoral degree, depending on the field, normally takes about 4 or 5 years. And our postgraduate positions are, for the most part, funded either through teaching assistantships or research assistantships. The cost of attendance is about $50,000 a year, but most of that is paid through either a stipend or through tuition remission. So this means that most postgraduate students, while they will have some fees they need to pay, will have the bulk of their education paid for by the department or the home college. So with respect to planning your application, you need to start by checking the degree components and the timelines for your specific program. Normally for a doctorate, we're talking about 4 to 5 years. For a master's degree or a Master of Fine Arts, it's normally 2 to 3 years. So the applications may include a personal statement of purpose, a resume or a CV, transcripts, the GRE, GMAT, or other standardized tests, writing samples, letters of recommendation, or the IELTS, TOEFL, or other language testing such as Duolingo. With respect to strategies for success, as you plan your graduate application, we would ask that you chat with your mentors about your plans and ask for their advice. We would also recommend that you start early and give yourself plenty of time. When you are looking at a postgraduate degree, it's normally best to start in your 3rd year or early in your 4th year of undergraduate study. Also, get lots of information, get lots of feedback on your materials, and go through multiple rounds of revision with a statement of purpose, with a writing sample, for example. Please make sure that you go through a number of drafts so that your application is just right when you're ready to send it. Also, ask your recommenders early for their letter of reference so that you can give them enough time to write a very strong letter. So here at Iowa, we really focus on the student, both at the undergraduate and the graduate level. So focus on the student means a lot of different things. One is professional development. So we have an office within the graduate college dedicated to career exploration and planning. For those of you who will be teaching during your postgraduate study, we have a Center for Research, Teaching, and Learning, which integrates all three aspects of the graduate experience. Also, we value diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we try to connect all of our communities on campus. We have many resources for students of color. We have a summer research opportunity program, and also a number of funding opportunities within departments to foster diversity, equity, and inclusion for underrepresented students. Similarly, we have a number of programs that focus on undergraduate to graduate education. So if you pursue an undergraduate degree at the University of Iowa, you can also enter a program that enables you to pursue a graduate degree. We also have extensive orientation, both in person and online. During the pandemic, we adapted to give more students more time and more resources to finish their dissertation. We realize that's still going on, so we try to remain flexible in that regard. And we hold workshops so that students can plan their areas of study and map out their graduate careers with assistance from faculty and staff. With respect to financial support, fellowships and grants can boost your education and your scholarship. They can also enhance your CV and provide space and time to fully develop your research. So we have the application submission, and in addition to that, we have workshops on grant writing that will help you gain assistance for external funding. We have many internal fellowships that are distributed through the graduate college, also through various departments. We have travel and research funds, some that come through the graduate college, others that come through my office, which is international programs. We've got more funding for underrepresented students. There are graduate assistantships, which come in the form of teaching assistantships and research assistantships. Again, that's how most graduate students fund their graduate studies. And then there is loan assistance for students who need it. So we are a comprehensive Research One institution and are ranked in the top 10 of the nation in many different programs. So the list here is kind of long. I won't go through all of them, but I can say that the University of Iowa is very strong in the health sciences, it's very strong in business, very strong in the health sciences, also very strong in engineering and in writing and communications. So in terms of prominent programs, I'll just signal a few here. Pharmacy is one where we recruit students from all over the world. We have all sorts of partnerships in global destinations. And I would say anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 of our pharmacy students are from international destinations. The same for dentistry. We have a very, very strong dental college, which prioritizes international students and global engagement. The same for public health, as well as our Tippie College of Business. Within business, the primary degrees are business analytics, entrepreneurship, marketing, and accounting. Similarly, if we go with the health sciences and the STEM fields, we're very strong in engineering, particularly biomedical engineering, also civil engineering, hydrology, flood control, flood mitigation is an area of emphasis for us. A few years ago, we founded a very large and well-funded Iowa Neuroscience Institute, which is interdisciplinary. It involves our College of Medicine, as well as our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and our College of Public Health. We're very strong in statistics and actuarial sciences, as well as computer science and informatics. So to give you a few facts about Iowa City and where the University of Iowa ranks, we are located in the north central United States. We are not far at all from Chicago. It's about a 3.5-hour drive. My daughter goes to school in Chicago, and we see her quite often because it's so easy to get there. We're also close to major metropolitan areas such as Minneapolis, St. Louis, where I'm from originally, and Milwaukee. Iowa City is a very pleasant place to live. It has routinely been ranked as the #1 college town in the United States. It's also been listed as one of the 3 best US cities for college graduates, which means that once you finish your studies and if you want to settle down, get a job, raise a family, Iowa City is an excellent place to do that. I would also say that in terms of our orientation for international students, we place a big emphasis on OPT and CPT. We have a number of workshops dedicated to helping prepare students apply for an OPT or a CPT. A large number of our postgraduates end up staying in the United States for at least a year, sometimes longer, so that they can work and take advantage of OPT and CPT. And many of them choose to remain in Iowa City because it is one of the best places to live in the United States. It's also designated by UNESCO as the world's 3rd city of literature. So we have world-class facilities here at the University of Iowa, many of which have just opened. We have our new pharmacy building, which we inaugurated in the spring of 2020. Similarly, we have a new psychological and brain sciences building, which also opened up in the spring of that year. And we have a new Stanley Museum of Art, which we opened just last month. So to recap, with respect to facilities, lab space, faculty, all of the resources that we offer here at the University of Iowa are first rate. You will be able to fund your research. You will be able to pursue your research with excellent faculty. You'll be able to work on teams and learn professional development skills that will help you gain a career where you can earn a very, very good living. Similarly, living in a college town such as Iowa City is a very pleasant experience, not simply because the people here in Iowa are very friendly, but because we've always been an institution that welcomes international students. We have received international students really since the 19th century, almost since the time that we opened as a university. We currently have about 2,000 international students and scholars, including postdoctoral fellows here at the University of Iowa. We have extensive services for international students and scholars. This operates out of my office. So we have 7 full-time staff who are devoted to the concerns of international students and scholars. These concerns can range from visa issues, immigration issues, financial matters, taxes, banking, cultural adaptation. We try to facilitate students' transition from their countries of origin to Iowa. We hold a number of social events. We also make sure that international students are involved in shared governance. We have a couple of organizations. One is the International Student Advisory Board, which advises me as dean, as well as faculty on international student issues. We also have another group called Supporting International Students that looks at multicultural issues and how to advocate for international students at our institution. We have always welcomed international students with open arms. We have a number of students from South America. We have a few from Peru. We have many from Brazil, quite a few from Colombia as well, a few from Argentina. We would certainly like to welcome from South America and from Peru in particular. We have a lot here, and we feel that anyone from an international destination would feel welcome at the University of Iowa.